Today, we're looking at this from Geya, but I'm going to give my honest opinions on it. You are interested in this. So, details first, then my opinion at the very end. Now this watch comes in at 46 millimeters in diameter. It is not a small watch, and look at how tall this thing is. It's almost as tall as it is wide in diameter. It has a lug width of 22 millimeters, and this thing does have a cowhide leather embossed leather strap that comes down to a nice deployant clasp. An engraved case back, if I can get that in focus. This right here is how you actually wind it. This flops out. You wind it right here. There's a little button here. I'll show you in just a few minutes on how to actually set the time. Now the case itself is made of 316, a really nice sort of terrarium look. Because this is a space watch. This is a terrarium for space on your wrist. They use, in an attempt to cut cost, on the back side of the watch, on the back side of the dial, you can see right there, the shimmering flash of the baguette. Now, let's talk about how they made this watch work. Well, first, inside, you have a tourbillon at the 12 o'clock. You have some sort of crystal thing at the 3 o'clock. You have a rotating or revolving globe here at the 6 o'clock. Then you have the dial itself here at the 9 o'clock position. This is a true tourbillon. This tourbillon manual wind movement functions down on a time train down to this globe right here. This right here is a quartz movement. That's how they were able to make this thing work. They made it work because they have used two separate types of movement. They used a manual wind movement right here with the tourbillon. Then they used a quartz movement right here. That's pretty much the only way they could have done this at this price point. So they were very clever in creating this watch. Now, normally in the Jacob & Co. Astronomia, this entire thing slowly rotates around the dial. So the tourbillon, the dial, everything slowly rotates as it turns every hour. But generally speaking, it's actually done quite nicely compared to the overall finish of the watch. The high polished nature of the PVD coating is done to a pretty good standard. The buckle is matching. However, this is not a high polished buckle. This is a brushed buckle. It says Geya on there. The strap is a padded cowhide, which feels pretty good. And there's basically no loom on this watch, which is fine. So let's go ahead and toss it on my 7¼ inch wrist. And you can see what I mean by maybe this is your thing or not my thing. Now on my 7¼ inch wrist, this thing fits, again, very large on the wrist. The terrarium of the curved glass sits pretty high, but that's what this watch originally was designed to do. It was designed to catch eyes and bring your attention down to the wrist and say, hey, what is this very expensive thing on the wrist? They were very clever in creating this watch. I will say that right off the bat. They were very clever in creating this watch.